We're on. We're
Yeah.
back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Your Mama's Cave experience with me, David.
And me, Tait.
Him, Tait.
Thank you so much for joining us as we discuss why we love God.
I do actually love God very much. Are you religious?
And it's the end of the podcast. We had a good run. Nah, not at all.
I've never been religious. I feel weird being in a church.
Yeah, it's weird when you go overseas.
Yeah.
Always bring it back to overseas, but you
Because
naturally...
you go to cathedrals
Yeah.
and stuff because they're always like amazing. And plus, you don't really have any here, I don't think. Not as in here in WA. There's not really a lot here.
Well, we're like...
There's something like Adelaide and stuff.
We've been... Well, the White Dogs have only been here a short amount of
Oh,
time.
yeah, like 20 minutes or something.
Yeah,
fair
so
enough.
I guess they didn't have time to crack open a fucking church.
You go
a
around like
fancy
Europe
one.
and they have incredible cathedrals and you walk in and they are breathtaking.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
I always feel like I'm not meant to be in here. Like I'll burst into flames.
Yeah, it is very strange that you weirdly, like everyone can appreciate the architecture.
Yeah.
And you're like, but the crazy movie you have in here, woo, ooh, woo, hooey. But if you're a religious person, which I actually know, we know through like stand-up and stuff, a couple of
No, I know
religious
plenty
people.
of religious people.
And
I like it. Here's the thing. I used to think it was a weird thing that you would live your life trying to do the right thing because you feel like you're being watched.
yeah.
And because you want to be rewarded for it later on. I always thought that was quite a shallow thing. And I was like, actually, I do that now.
Yeah.
I do that. Like I do the right thing, or I try to do the right thing because I don't want to get in trouble for it. Consequences is still a thing. You know, we don't want to go to jail, and you do get rewarded for doing the right thing, and you get punished for doing the wrong thing. Again, it's the law.
Yeah.
Like, so it's the same fucking thing.
So some people have God, who is like in the sky, the all-seeing eye,
Yeah,
and we just have CCTV footage,
yeah, pretty much.
and we're fine.
Pretty much.
Now that you go to Coles and Woolworths and you look on the screen and there's a little like camera of yourself swiping fucking
Yeah, like, what are you
Doritos
doing?
and shit, you're like, what the fuck?
Do you know what? I was using one of those the other day, and it clearly, like, I think it saw the color of the thing, and it was yellow, and it automatically said, you know, like which type of banana it was. You know, sometimes you have to press the button. It knew that it was a banana, I think because of the color or the shape or something. And I was like, this is too much now.
Yeah.
This is too much.
But it has made it easier for like,
Oh, it's so much easier. It's easier to steal as well.
it's easier to steal, but it's also, for me, it's easier to be a piece of shit. Like, you know.
Because stealing doesn't make you a piece of shit.
No. But like, I never really stole too much from supermarkets.
Really? Get on that.
Yeah, but it was more the like I would have to make sure that I didn't buy like 6 things of chocolate and this and that and muffins and blah 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 because I
of
didn't
the
want
checkout.
to.
Yeah. Did we talk about this the other day? Trolley shaming?
Yes, we did. Yeah,
100%. And it's
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, exactly the same. Now with the checkout, it's like, I can just buy fucking lube and
Yeah.
toilet paper and go
a
home.
lube and a fucking rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing tonight? You know what I'm doing.
You know exactly what I'm doing
Just
tonight.
in what order? Am I fucking the carcass? Or but yeah, it is very strange. I don't know how we went from religious to it's CCTV.
See.
It was a weird fucking tangent.
But also stealing from super. It's so much fun. You should do that.
I haven't stolen anything for so long.
I tried to get my son into stealing because, like, not now because he's 9, but when he was like 4 or 5, because I was
Pied
like,
Piper.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
You get caught, it's fine. Because he would walk out with something, like, I remember once he walked out with I can't remember, it was some type of like chocolate thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't know that he was stealing it because he was like 3 or 4 years old. He just grabbed it and then he just had it in his hand and I didn't notice. And I was like, where'd you get that from? And it was like, I got it from the shop. And I was like, I have to pay for things that you take from the shop. And he was like, oh. And I was like, but we've already left. I'm not walking back.
We've won this battle.
Yeah.
I would imagine a lot of certain parents would get their children to take shit.
Certain parents.
I think I would. I think I would.
Yeah.
That's why I can't be religious, because I'd be at the pearly gates, St. Andrew or whatever his name would be like, going through my rap sheet, be like, you got your son to steal Ferrero Rochers?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but they're fucking delicious.
You owe Woolworths $16,000. That's for one tray of Ferrero Rochers as well.
He just fucking like clicks his fingers and I'm back as an employee at Woolworths. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
I hope that pearly gate thing isn't real. I really do.
Hey,
When
man,
I get interviewed and they're going to be like, you never, ever had white towels because you were worried about drying your asshole? Are you serious?
I assume in my head it's like a sort of like you got the gates and then you have old mate there talking about your rap sheet, but there's an actual audience as well. And it's like TV forum and they're all like, hey, we've got you want to go to the gates tonight?
Bits.
Yeah. And the audience just be like, oh, gross.
Yeah.
He did fuck that chicken. Yeah, it's a weird one though. Like the sort of religious people that are like, I don't say this and I don't do this because of religion. I'm just like, wow, that's too far. You know?
Yeah, but then I guess, because I used to think that too, but then I'm like, who am I to say if it's too far or not?
Me, I'm Tait. Stop doing that shit. You're weird. Bacon's delicious.
Preaching, though, is crazy. Like going to someone's house or whatever and then just knocking on the door and go, hey, let me tell you about Jesus. Like, you might as well be telling me about trees. Everybody's heard of Jesus, mate. We've made up our own minds. Fuck off.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's like...
What a waste of time.
The rest of the people haven't won this battle. I'm 34. You knocking on my door? But also, too, sometimes people must be going through it and then it just perfect timing, like...
Yeah, but it's that whole like, oh, have you heard the word of Jesus? No one's going, sorry, Jesus who?
Christ, is it?
Well, tell me more. I've never... Well, there's a whole book about him. Like, no one's doing that. So, I mean, it's not... That whole, like, spreading the word is ridiculous. But maybe you're right. Maybe, like, it does happen at the right time.
But also, too, I would have never got that story of the lady vomiting... Sorry, the guy vomiting on that lady on the plane.
Yeah.
That's a callback to some other episode. Might be not even in order.
Yeah, probably not.
You'll get there.
Welcome to episode 1 or 15. We have no idea.
We have no idea.
Who cares?
But it all fucking works out in the end.
Aye.
We're doing it for you. We're doing it for you. Send us money because we're doing it for you.
Doing it for me, actually.
No, okay. What have you been up to?
Today?
Just in general, since I haven't seen you in...
About 2 days.
Yeah.
I spent about 2.5 hours writing the same joke until I found it no longer funny.
So is it like saying the same word again?
It is. It's like saying the same word until it loses all meaning. And then this is the thing, this particular joke, and I'm not going to do fucking bits on the podcast, but this particular joke I've done on stage probably 200 times. I know that it's funny and I know that it works, but I wanted to find other things around it. I wanted to like find all the other angles. Yeah. And then I got to the point where I had done it in my head so many times. Like, is this even a fucking joke? This sounds like more like a fucking sentence at this point that has I have no reason to tell people this thing. But it'll be fine. And then, funnily enough, I then went for a walk, and about 20 minutes into my walk, found the thing that I wanted. And I wasn't even thinking about it, which is how my mind works generally. I don't know about you, but my usual process, like if I'm writing on a TV show and I get the specs through and I just read them and then I'll read them again and then I'll go do something else. And then that's when I'll start, like, I guess subconsciously thinking about the stuff.
Yeah. If you give me a pen and paper and say, write about fucking this subject and why it's funny, my brain's just like, you're on your own, dickhead.
I usually write, like, if it's a particular topic, I'll write on it, but it won't be funny. The funny will come afterwards. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. You like insert bits into it. Yeah. It is very strange. I have one of the weirdest ones when I try and think about stand-up and bits and pieces. Before I go to bed every night, I listen to music. And I just like go into like my own different little world and just like run through like simulations, I guess, of like,
you on stage doing it? Or,
yeah,
I do that. Yeah.
And I will do it to certain bits, and I will also leave pauses, or if there's a natural pause or a way that I've done a setup that leaves a hole for someone to heckle me, I go like, do I take that out or do I have to have a option to go after them or the spin on top of that as well? But yeah, I'm the complete opposite to you for writing, and it shows. But yeah, I really, really struggle to sit down and just write. I'll write a premise in my phone, and then I will try and I think about it. I think about it a lot. Think about it.
But I think that's the important part. Just thinking about it is the important part.
Yeah.
So I think that's when most of the work happens. I think like sitting down, some people will sit down with like a notebook or a computer or whatever, and they'll go like, right, I must think about, you know, what this fucking bit that I want to do or this area that I want to talk about. And then most of it, I think, will just be dog shit. But I think most of the stuff that we write anyway is dog shit until it's not.
Yeah.
But I think doing it that way is like, it's so forced.
Yeah.
I think it has to just kind of like pop into your head. And the other thing too is that I think if you spend most of your day with like that sort of comedic lens on,
Yeah.
you're going to interpret stuff in that way anyway.
Yeah, I think it's
like
just
that's where you find it.
Yeah. It's very strange that how you sort of go into like comedy mode and your brain's just like,
Yeah.
why is that? What's this?
I remember
It's the why. It's like, I always think like most comics, or maybe it's just my shit analogy that's coming up. Get ready for it. You got yes people, no people, and then a lot of comics are why. And they try and figure out like why it's happening, why it's funny, what, you know, the absurdities towards it, I guess.
Yeah. Which one are you?
Why?
You're the why.
Yeah. It's always like, why are people doing this?
Yeah.
And then that's usually funny.
Yeah.
Because you're
But
pointing out
I think that's,
yeah.
I don't know why I asked which one you are. I think that's what all comics are though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's
yeah.
pointing. Oh, okay, sorry, I misunderstood. But yeah, it's pointing out like the absurdity of something. I think that's the big one too, and then explaining why your understanding of it or your opinion of it is worth mentioning.
Yeah, the perfect one is when people like talk about just the English language, and it's when we've spoken about this a lot. When you watch people that come over from other countries that English isn't their first language, and they have a lot of references to language itself and stuff, and they're
Foreign
learning
dogs,
about it.
he calls them.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's the episode title of this one. White dogs, and then we go foreign dogs. We got all the dogs. Snoop's on next, but you've got these people. Their reference points are like they're still comedians in their own native tongue, and then you start to throw this English language at them, and they're like, "Why is this? Why is that? Why can't you do this?" And and we just talk normally, and we don't have reference points to really think about it that in depth.
Yeah,
because we're just like, it's normal, it's second nature to us, and that's why you see a lot of foreign dogs, as I call them, superstars. Some of them shit.
Yeah, but I think for the good ones though, it's having that outside of you for sure. But and making us see something sometimes for the first time, but making us see something from their perspective, and then going like, oh yeah, because they're always the best ones.
Yeah,
the best jokes are the ones where somebody makes you realize that you've already thought about this 100,000 times before, but never really gave it any more consideration than that.
Yeah,
you know,
it's I mean, your good mate John Pinder, who I think is one of Australia's best comedians, has one of the absolute best bits about crows in Australia.
Yeah.
And it is to a T so perfect that when you sit back, you go like, oh my God, every point that he hits, you go, holy shit, how have I never you thought about it subconsciously, that's a funny sound, but then you hear him put it into every bit and you're like, bravo.
The genius too is that there's exaggeration in the sound that he does, but it's not much.
Yeah.
Like crazy. He hams it up a little bit to get his point across, but he's not changing it so much that he's lying or that he's making it up. It's like, no, that is how they sound. That's 100% how they sound.
Yep.
He's also added this thing recently about how the crows that we have in England are perfect for spooky sort of scenes in movies and stuff because the way they actually sound, and then as opposed to the way the Australian ones sound, where it's just fucking unhinged weird noise. It's very good, very very good.
It's like they've actually picked up the Australian accent. Like, it's so strange. It's so weird when they just the sounds that they make and stuff like that. But yeah, that's one of the best crafted jokes I think I've ever heard. Obviously, it resonates strongly with me because I've heard that forever. You know, crows are very distinctive in Australia, and then you hear someone explain it in such detail, and you're like, brilliant, bravo.
He's I mean, not to make this a Pinder podcast now, but it's
worth it. He's a superstar.
He's fucking
We
phenomenal.
will have him on the podcast.
Yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. And he had his first show was called Tattoo Boy. It was the one that I opened for when I first started doing comedy. Actually, I don't know if that was his first show. But I don't know, it might have been. That might have been his first fucking solo show that he did. But anyway, he had the show called Tattoo Boy. And to this day, it's still like start to finish, it's probably one of the strongest solo like or hours specials, whatever the fuck people want to call it.
Yeah.
Well, like I've ever seen. And the criminal thing is that you can't watch it anywhere because it was never filmed. And he has abandoned a fair bit of it. He'll bring, so the Crow's in it.
Yeah.
Right. But he brings the Crow out as like a crowd pleaser now, or which is when you know like you're dealing with someone who's fucking exceptional. I think I've told you this before, but like he and I did a split show together at this place called Leapfrogs. There's like 250 people in this venue. It's a fucking amazing setting. I open the show, he does the second half, and I'm at the back with his partner watching the show. And as he starts doing, it's not the Crow bit, it's another iconic bit, the John Hughes bit.
Yeah.
As he leads into the John Hughes bit, I see people at the back of the room, like sat around a table, telling their mates, like nudging them, going, "This is." It's like they're at a concert and their band's about to play their favorite song.
Yeah.
And it was, I've never seen that before. I've never seen people at a comedy show do that before.
Oh, it's crazy. And that's the sign of a perfect bit.
Yeah.
It's true fans are going there.
He starts the setup. There's nothing funny about the first few words. It's just the anticipation and the room is erupting.
Yeah.
And then he does the bit and every fucking beat of that joke is phenomenal anyway. And he ends it with like this, like he breaks down like a robot.
Yep.
Because his thing is that John Hughes is probably a robot. And yeah, just a fucking one of the craziest reactions to a joke ever, but completely warranted because it's flawless.
Yeah. That's when you have that perfect joke, but it's also a hard one because like
can't do it anywhere else.
Yeah, John Hughes is a very specific. Even I don't know that. Yeah. You know, I don't know about it. So, but I watch it and I still laugh my dick off because he's a genius.
Yeah, and that's that is the genius. It doesn't have universal appeal, and yet it has universal appeal.
But he could write that to.
Oh, he could change it about other things, yeah, for sure.
But
or
no,
he could just explain
set it up. Yeah,
yeah, he can just explain that it's a thing that happens here and nowhere else.
Yeah,
like we have this thing in Perth. He doesn't need everyone. I don't think he needs everybody to know the backstory of John Hughes.
No, I didn't.
Clearly, because you didn't.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't. Yeah. I don't even. I don't think I've ever seen that ad. It was an ad on TV, wasn't it?
Well, I only know it from the radio. I would hear it every now and again on the radio.
So I don't even know.
Over the causeway, like he nails it as well. That's the thing. Anyway, enough of that shit. No, fuck off, John. No. What have you been up to?
Foreign dog.
Foreign dog. What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in 2 days. 2 days.
I got back in the gym and I crippled myself.
This is why I haven't seen him. He has been an absolute. Yeah, you've been
never stopped running. Yeah, I went in way too hard after like 4 weeks off of being just shit.
You should take steroids.
I've honestly thought about it so many times.
Yeah.
Like I've already got the small dick or balls, whatever.
That's
both
a myth.
of those.
That's a myth.
Well, I've already fucking...
Your balls will shrink, but the dick looks bigger because of it. So
I've already got that. It doesn't matter. So steroids will only help me.
Yeah.
And if someone's like, yeah, it's small dick, and I twist their head off.
Steroids are crazy because I've done them.
Oh.
They're crazy because they are one of the...
I start crying.
they're one of the sort of few things, well, not a few things, but they're one of those things where there's no debating whether or not they work.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They 100% work. Like it's insane. And it's not even like the thing of, gaining more muscle and all the rest of it. It's like your recovery when you're on them is
I'd take them right
absurd.
Now. My recovery, like my legs, you saw me walking when I let you in.
Yeah.
I'm like bow-legged. And that's just from the treadmill.
Yeah.
But when you weigh 122 kilos of pure Australian fat, it fucks you. My legs are just like, stop running, dickhead. Like I need to get on the bike. That's what I'm going to do today. But I just got into such like a good like rhythm and then the next day I was dying. So that
Was there a
Wednesday.
hot girl next to you on the treadmill?
Yes. So this is what got me. When someone goes next to me on the treadmill, my brain goes like,
Competition time.
You're not getting off before they get
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
this fucking bitch stayed on for I was on for 15 minutes, and then she stayed on for 45.
So you were on for an hour.
So the machine stopped. It went to cool down mode.
Yeah.
I did run 8Ks in a row, which
That
as
is
I said,
fucking impressive.
I know. I'm 122 kilos. I weighed myself this morning and still 122 kilos. But it's my cardio is not too bad. I sweat so much though. I got a joke about sweating in my set, which unfortunately is true, which is gross. But yeah, she stayed on. She just kept going. She was
What a
doing a
bitch.
brisk walk though.
Oh, okay.
So in my mind, I was like, you could stop
winning.
because she's just walking.
Yeah, she's walking. I'm winning
But
for sure. Yeah.
I was like, she's so attractive that maybe she would be like, hey, I've always wanted to have sex with a fat man, and this guy might be able to keep up with me. But it didn't happen. So and then an
Well,
old man
you
got
gave
on
it
the
no
treadie.
chance. You didn't give it the chance to happen. You were on the treadmill for like 4 days.
It's true. And then yesterday was just agony. The whole body. I was also just dumb as rocks. I was finishing my sessions with weights. So do an hour of running.
Yeah.
And I did that 2 days in a row. So I ran for 52 minutes the first day, and I was like, I'm fucking the fittest man in the world. Am I Lance Armstrong?
How far away from the gym do you live?
4 minutes.
Split them up.
Drive.
Split them up.
So you run in the morning and run at night.
Yeah, or whenever.
Run
but
to the gym.
Do cardio, go to the gym, do cardio on the treadmill for like an hour or whatever you're going to do. But then go home and eat and rest and all the rest, and then go lift weights. I would do it the other way around. I would lift the weights first.
Yeah.
But-
yeah. Fuck. My body it's hurting. I need to get some, I might go buy some protein.
Steroids.
Well, you get back on the steroids bus. I went to school with a few guys. I won't name names. Callum von Moga.
Oh yeah, didn't you go
Yeah.
to school with him and his brother or something? Or
Yeah, unfortunately, a few of his brothers. I think Alex was at our school. Marlon, who is actually best mates with my oldest brother, they used to live together.
yeah, that's right. I remember because
Yeah.
he had that whole thing of like kind of falling off hard, right? Callum,
He got
and didn't he go
injured.
home?
Yeah, he was in the States for a bit.
Yeah, but then he came back to New South Wales, or
Back to
back to
Victoria.
Victoria.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. He was back for a little bit. Unfortunately, his younger brother Eddie passed away, which sucks. But back onto steroids. They can't get that big without steroids. I think he was the whole family. I can 100% say naturally gifted.
Yeah.
To a point that it was ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing. Genetics plays a huge part, but then you do what
mate.
Callum did, and you add into the mix.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. So they were fucking built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that was the thing. He played Arnold Schwarzenegger in a film.
No, did he actually play him in the film
I
in
think
the
it
end?
was a cameo, wasn't it?
I don't know. I know he was like
No, I'm pretty sure.
he auditioned for like a whole bunch of stuff when he was in LA, and he never got most of the parts because he looked great but wasn't a good actor.
Yeah, it's the accent.
Yeah.
It's that fucking dumb Australian accent. But yeah, he genetically a freak, like a genetic freak.
Yeah.
A six-pack when he was 16. He was bigger than most adults without ever lifting weights. Like he was, what's veins called? Vascular? Is that?
Vascular, yeah.
Veins popping out of his dick like there was. It's like his arms were dicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hard dicks full of veins everywhere. He's crazy. Body fat naturally. The whole family would have been like under 10%.
Yeah.
Insane. Even his sister. I think there's 4 boys or 5 boys and 1 girl.
Wasn't
And
his
she was
father-
like athletically.
Wasn't his father like a paraplegic? Was he in an accident? Or?
Yeah. I mean, he fell off a motorbike, I believe.
Okay.
And yeah, became a paraplegic.
Fuck.
But yeah, he's obviously it's also work ethic too. Like you said that you did them. You still have to work your dick off, I assume, to get to
Yeah.
the because you never became Callum von Moga.
No, but he is also on them all the time. I did them
So
for.
you're better than him.
I
I get
did-
it.
no,
Stop
I-
the pod. It's fine.
I did them for like a brief period. I wanted to see like what it would do, and I was also at an age as well where I was like, this does help a lot.
Yeah.
Because you have like artificially boosted testosterone now.
Ah.
But I don't have it now, and they've been out of my system for like for years.
Yeah, weeks.
But when he was like. They call it like blasting and cruising, I believe, where he cruises on a certain amount.
Ah, so you had to stay on it.
So you're always on them because your endocrine system will shut down after a while anyway. As in your nutsack and shit. So you have to wake it up naturally and then wake it up with like, they call it PCT, post-cycle therapy. So you have to wake it up with stuff that will stop being a thing, I believe, after a while and you can't
get
so you
it.
just got to stay on. Because if your body is synthetically getting...
it doesn't need to make it.
Yeah, it doesn't need to make it, so it stops. Hence the fucking balls, you know.
I
shriveling up.
will say this. That Von Moger family is one of like the nicest families though. I genuinely like from
Well, this is why he did so well, because his
yeah.
personality.
yeah, he's like his parents were absolutely lovely. I assume they still are. And all his brothers and sister and stuff were like just I remember seeing Callum when he was killing it like 3-4 years into the game and randomly seeing him in a nightclub.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this fuck. I'm like, oh, it's Callum. And he was like, how are you, bro? Just
Yeah.
had a great chat with him, like most down to earth, like very, very, very.
Well,
like,
that's definitely
yeah.
one of the things that sold it. Obviously, you have he was appealing to all these fitness people, bodybuilding stuff online, but it was his personality because I don't know if you've ever seen any of them, but so many of them have zero personality. So he had
big muscle.
he was just oozing charisma.
Yeah.
And so like that's one of the reasons I think why he was doing so fucking well. He was just, you know, showing the others like you don't have to be a complete fucking tool.
Well, he's only my age, so he could easily get back into it because bodybuilders seem to be older and at their best when they're sort of.
I wouldn't know, but
Yeah. They seem like Ronnie Coleman and stuff couldn't have been like. He must have been closer to 30. I'm sorry, close to 40 when he was winning all those.
I'm not sure. I think he was like in his mid-20s when he...
Oh, they just look old because they're giant.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to... I really... Bodybuilding is one of those things. I go to
Let
the
us
gym
know,
a lot.
Ron. Just let us know, man. Just fucking send a message through.
I go to the gym a lot, but I don't enjoy that side of it. Like the bodybuilding stuff I think is crap. It's boring. As a sport, I'm like, what is this? It doesn't interest me.
It's
at
crazy
all.
what the human body can do. We've already punched out the first half. Steroids. And while we're on them, I'm Jack Tait. What were we talking? We were talking about steroids
Yeah.
and the Von Mogers.
Don't do them, by the way, kids. But genuinely,
kids aren't
don't do them if you because people do them really young.
Okay.
Your testosterone levels are already through the fucking roof.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to wait until you're older and it's not working. Your dick's half asleep and all that jazz. Then pump them, pump the dicks, but pump the roids too.
Okay, those dicks pumping, boys.
Pump
Yeah,
them, pump
lads.
them, pump them.
Well, so realistically, why did you get on steroids?
Just felt like it.
Okay.
Just I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty much it.
undeniably successful?
I mean, so some of the things you keep, like my shoulders were never this broad.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were never as big because your androgen receptors are in your like male androgen receptors are in our sort of traps and shoulders and back and stuff, and they fire off
What
like crazy.
What's that? What are you saying? Androgen.
Yeah, I mean, we won't get technical, but basically,
okay.
like your shoulders, they really. It's one of the notable traits. Like if you see somebody and you go, "Oh, I wonder if they're on steroids," or a bit, they'll have enormous traps and like big fucking
really?
bolt. Yeah. And I didn't really have much of them before at all, and then I took them, and they were the first things that kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why
So
I'm like,
weird.
they definitely work, and also got a lot stronger really quickly, which can be dangerous because I think you're
Murder.
No, it's because your like ligaments and stuff don't strengthen in the right amount of
yeah.
time. So people go like, "Oh, I can bench fucking 150." I was like, I guess your muscles can take that, but the rest of you is gonna fucking buckle.
See, I never would have thought that.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's scientifically accurate, but it's what people have told me. And it makes sense as well because you
Yeah.
really do feel strong. Like you feel
Yeah.
so far. Someone said as well about the whole God complex thing. You know, like you feel this is why people are dickheads on those things. But I guess
So you just you feel invincible.
I think you feel better than everyone else as well. which is crazy because you should be also thinking only because I'm cheating.
Yeah. But also too, like if you hear those big bodybuilders talk about it too, they're always just like, steroids will only get you so far. Like they're like, obviously it's a massive boost, but these guys are waking up at 4 a.m. to go for a walk, eating 6,000-7,000 calories a day. It's a brutal lifestyle. I mean, I eat 6,000 to 7,000 calories a day, but you know that's just because I like fucking wrapping things in bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon is tasty.
It is.
We started slagging it off at the start of this episode.
You
Well,
did. I didn't. I've never
did.
slandered bacon before in my life.
No, I mean religious people.
I watched The Matrix yesterday for the first time in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I think The Matrix is one of the greatest films ever made.
It has some cool as fuck scenes in it.
26 years old.
Yeah.
It is fucking phenomenal. It's so good.
We had it on VHS and it was one of those ones. You
Yeah.
just kept on replaying.
Yeah, same.
Neo, just fucking like, oh, fucking.
There was a game as well. I think on like the
sick.
PlayStation 2.
It was sick.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Like you could run up the walls and stuff. I remember me and my friend got it and we were like, this might be the greatest game ever made. So I can answer that. And I don't think it was actually that good, but it was because you just wanted to be Neo.
One of the best games ever made, I think, that I used to play flat
Max
out.
Payne.
What
Were you
the-
going to say Max Payne? Fuck it. Okay.
Because it's the same thing.
Bullet
Yeah,
time. Because of the slow-mo bullet time. So the first one on the
That's
first
so weird.
PlayStation was good.
Were you in the Matrix?
The first one on the first PlayStation was good, but it was it's so ugly. It's one of the ugliest fucking, it doesn't stand the test of time. The second Max Payne, though, is fucking incredible. My God, that game is unbelievably good.
It was fucking cool. The movie with Mark Wahlberg
Never saw it.
is not great unless Mark's coming on the podcast, and I love it. But it's got one cool scene when he actually takes the serum, and then he like goes into like Max Payne, like how he can see stuff.
Yeah.
And everything's on fire. He's at slow mo. Like that was cool. But the movie overall was pretty shit.
John Wick movies are terrible. So just on the Keanu thing and Max Payne being quite similar to the whole John Wick style. John Wick movies, I think, are fucking rat shit.
I will play the opposite side of that. I really like them. Oh well, I really like the first one. I love a story of like revenge.
A man overreacting about a dog that he'd had for like fucking half an hour.
It's fair.
No,
imagine if he had it for an hour. Imagine what he would have done.
I just hated. I can't remember which one because I've seen. I think there's 4 of them, isn't there? And I've seen 3 of them. And
For a man who hates him,
yeah, I do.
he's watched 9 hours of
I
it.
fucking hate him. But I really can't stand that whole. Like he shoots someone in the head like 3 times. Like you would have to reload far fucking less if you just did it once. It's a fucking headshot, you spanner.
No, he's autistic.
Is he?
Yeah, he just has to. Yeah, or is it OCD? One of them.
I think it's OCD. But yeah, I think the worst Bourne movie is better than the entire fucking John Wick franchise.
See, Bourne came out, I think, a little bit too. I don't know when the very first one came out of
2002 or something. I want to
so
say
I'm 12, and I think I was like hitting like going to the football and going a little bit away from that stuff, I guess. But there's a time in my
I'm gonna
life.
look it up.
Time in my life where movies were just so big. I love movies. I genuinely.
Yeah,
I think
same.
we spoke about already on the podcast me doing the extra work on that Charmed one.
Yeah.
I didn't talk about this actually.
2002. I was correct.
Oh shit. I actually did that was the third time I had done extra work.
Yeah.
The first time was in Brazil on a novella, like a soap opera.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is pretty crazy. Just remembering this. Both times I've done it, I have been stopped by the director to go, don't do that. Twice.
As part of the scene, or because you were venturing into the tents and stealing donuts?
One was that, but
Yeah.
the so obviously moving in the background of that shot.
Yeah.
because I was going to
because
shit
you
my
needed to shit
pants.
yourself. Yeah.
I was going to, and the other one was I was in a mock aeroplane. It was where they teach flight attendants.
Right.
And we were all sitting down in our seats like it was a plane, because it was literally a plane that was cut.
Was this also for a soap?
Yep. I can't remember what it was called. It's supposed to be set weirdly in Italy, I think.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like airport scenes and shit where they let the old white dogs in. So I was on the plane and I had a Brazilian girlfriend, wife, whatever. I was sitting, she was sitting, she was like nestled into me, like sleeping on my shoulder. So hot, like just absurdly. Like if she was next to me on the treadmill, I would have ran for so long. And then, yeah, they gave me a sandwich and they were like, when it pans to you, I want you to fucking eat the sandwich. And me as a fat, young 19-year-old, I was like, I'm not eating food on camera. Like that's just showing how fat I am. So it pans around, gets to me, and I just went, it's like, I think I would just closed my eyes or something and pretended to be asleep, or it was something. And they were like, then all of a sudden talk, like stopped, fucking blah, 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 and come back to me.
Why did you think that it was okay to ignore a very clear instruction from the director and decide, oh, I know, I'll hold the sandwich or whatever, but I'll just pretend to be asleep? Why did you think that was a good option?
Sometimes, I don't know if you know this, but sometimes in the movie business and stuff like that, you sort of get a gut feeling that you know how to act and you know more than those people directing you.
I've never been on camera before.
Yep. And yeah, they stopped it, and there was like an interpreter, and the person was like, bite the sandwich. And I was just like, got it.
Fall asleep harder.
I'm pretty sure that I may have still fucked that up. Because I remember having to bite the sandwich again, and they were like, turn the sandwich. It was so bad. It was like, I remember it was like some vegetarian egg thing, which I don't mind that stuff, but it was like a warm sandwich.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to die. This is fucking Brazilian warm sandwich. This is how I die.
So you had to turn it to hide the first bite?
The bite, yeah. That chick was so hot. I always think about it. She had, if you're listening, she had a cherry, like 2 cherries on a stem on her neck. And
that sounds terrible.
Oh, but she was so
The sandwich sounds better than that
No,
fucking tattoo.
I would have rather bite her. Yeah, she was cutie patootie, but I think she died in that plane accident. They also had a mock, like this weird net thing that you would have to, essentially it's something that they put on the side of the plane, primitive, that you would, if you had to evacuate, you would jump onto this weird net and like tumble down.
Yeah.
And they had an old one set up. And we're looking at it and we're going, that's pretty rickety. I don't think anyone would ever jump on that. And a weird German dude named Matthias that we were at the fucking hostel with, that's how they got all the extras. They come to the hostel because they just want white dogs. He's like, nah, it's fine. And we're like, not fine, dude. Like, that's old. Like, it was like a net.
Yeah.
And he went up it and he jumped. Probably it's 10 meters. Like, it's big. He bounced a couple of times, probably got to about 3 meters, and then fell through the net when it broke and just fell directly on the dirt and just winded himself. And we thought he fucking died. Yeah, so if there needed to be a scene where someone ate shit, he would have been a great method actor. Yeah, he ate it. That was great. But,
poor guy.
and he's also dead.
Is he? Good for him.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Matthias. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the John Wick movies though that I fucking hate. Although I think they may have birthed that Hotel Artemis movie. Was that
good.
Was that a
That was by the
direct?
creators of that.
Yeah, because that's the hotel in it, isn't it? Or is it just the same?
Nah, the Continentals.
Oh, that's right. But it's the concept though that's like sort of neutral grounds type thing.
They may have said the John Wick universe or however that goes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that movie's good.
Yeah. Well, there's a new one coming out called Ballerina. And it's that Anna. Is it Anna? I think she's Spanish. She's in a few movies at the moment. Having a good run.
That Artemis, or whatever it is. I don't know her name.
Yeah, something like that.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know where I put my phone. It's in my pocket. But yeah, she's absolutely stunning, and there's a prequel coming out.
Oh, okay.
So I believe, and she's the John Wick. Her cat dies. I don't know. Fish dies.
cat dies and someone steals a bike.
Yeah. It is an insane premise when you think about
It's
it.
absolutely fucking ludicrous
Yeah.
that he basically murders 300,000 people or whatever because somebody killed a dog.
But it just goes to show.
Doesn't go show anything.
Don't kill animals.
Yeah.
That's what I took away from it.
Don't you like hunting?
Yeah, but no one owns the fucking...
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do. I don't shoot things with collars on it.
It might have been someone's favorite fucking pigeon or something. You've no idea.
They had it coming. You never see a baby pigeon, do you? Yeah, it's... I mean, movies are fantastic. Like, haven't you written a movie or a...
Written like
screen?
TV shows and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, nothing that's been properly fucking... Everything's just gets sat on and then they go like, oh, we've got something similar to this. And you go, yeah, I bet you have after you fucking took our idea. But we did film one. We filmed a pilot for something called Carried Away.
Okay.
Which that was a lot of fun. It was fun because like I get the writing credits and then I also get like a executive producer credit and director because we're just there. You can just turn up to the shoot and go, well, this is more credits for me. I'm now a director of this thing. I'm a creator, writer, director. Yeah.
Wait, so I don't even know how a movie
This
comes
is a
along.
TV show, but
How does a TV come to formation?
What do you
Like from you have an idea, you write it down, and then you pitch it to someone.
yeah, there's a couple of different ways. I think a lot of people, someone who is already established or whatever, you know, let's say fucking Tarantino, for example.
I know him.
He doesn't pitch. Like he will write something to spec, or on spec rather, knowing that a studio is going to buy it because it's his and it will be fucking brilliant. Because he's just got this proven track record. But if you like brand new, you do like what's called a treatment where you outline what this thing is about. You might include like a couple of sample scenes or something so they can see the writing. But then you get your agents to then pitch it to studios and producers and stuff.
Yeah, okay. So you always need an agent and a...
Yeah, most people aren't looking at anything that just comes from a fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like unsolicited, just go, hey, look at this thing that I made. Because there's so many people doing that, yeah. So the agent kind of like filters that stuff out. But then I worked with and still work with a guy who's already very well established in TV in England.
Yeah.
So we write together a lot, and because he's attached to it, it always sort of bumps it up a little bit. So we're very lucky like that.
So it just goes to show if you are like an underling, fledgling, trying to make it in that world and don't have either a mate who's in the game or agents and stuff, you're pretty fucked.
You're not fucked because like there's always, it's like I've said to you before, there's always like a process. There's always like an entry point for everything. And my entry point before getting that affiliation was all the other writing work that I'd done, where somebody went like, oh, I reckon you'd be really good at doing this. Yeah. And then you do that, and then, you know, it sort of builds from there. So it's harder. There's a lot of gatekeeping, but it's not impossible.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's probably how, I don't know about you, but how I would have viewed stand-up at one point, where I would see people doing it and I'd be like, not in a million years. That is not in my world. Until it is in your world. And then you go like, oh yeah, this is just the normal thing that we do. We get up in front of fucking hundreds of people and tell jokes.
Yeah.
Like it's just the thing that we do. And it was the same with like writing on TV shows or writing, you know, for other comedians and stuff. You always think like, oh, that's fucking TV. That's crazy. That's not a world that I'm going to be a part of. And then you are a part of it and it just feels normal.
For the people who don't know and are tuning in sort of the first time. And
a television is a thing that like they show. Is that where you're going with that?
Yeah. It was going to be, what TV shows have you written for?
I guess most recently was, well, there's a few recently, but I guess the one that people probably heard of is Taskmaster.
Yeah, I love Taskmaster.
Yeah, not the British one, unfortunately. But I was so pleasantly surprised. I think I told you this, but like when I reached out to them because I'm a fucking huge fan of that show, and I knew that my sort of CV and like some of the other shows that I've written on would probably put me in good standing to write on one of those.
Yeah.
And I got the Australian, New Zealand one because they're different shows, but it's the same production. The Australian one, the completely separate shows, but they're filmed like in the same place and stuff, and
Saving
same
money.
same crew does them. But I watched the first season of the Australian one to like catch up, like to familiarize myself, and I was thinking they've probably butchered this. And I'm not just saying this because I worked on it. It's fucking great. Because I was nothing to do with the first season. I had nothing to do with it. I watched that first season. I was like, oh, this is fucking brilliant. Tom Cashman is so good on that show. He is so fucking good.
What is he the Taskmaster?
Yeah, well, he's the, you know, like you have the
He's Alex.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's like made for that fucking role. And then the cast as well. It was the first time I'd really seen like Danielle Walker and Nino Yama and people like that, and they were fucking excellent. Luke McGregor, brilliant. Anyway, a bunch of other fucking stuff, Mock the Week and Trailer Park Boys and stuff like that.
Yeah, sick. It's an interesting world.
Aye. It is, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just normal for you now, isn't it?
Not normal. I'm still like, obviously I love doing it, and I guess it is just it's like anything. It just becomes a job. Like I remember doing like my day job and always going like, I just want to write full time. That's the only thing in the world I want to do. And then you get full time writing, and like that's where all your money comes from. But then, as you said, that becomes the norm, and then it's like I want this other thing.
Yeah.
And it was always like I want to write on TV shows, and then when that happens, and then you start doing stand up, you're like, stand up's the only thing that I want to do now. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to do stand up.
So it's funny, like writing is like your warehouse job now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it is.
It's so weird, isn't it?
Writing is the warehouse job.
I wonder if you got to a point in stand up where it was, you know, arenas and stuff like that. If you're like, yeah, I just want to fucking write.
I just want to do movies, or I just want to, yeah.
It's like I want a talk show or this and that. It's so weird how we're just
never happy. We're never fucking happy.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
And I have to remind myself that I wanted to do that.
Yeah. That's why it's easy just to get muscly and be strong. Get that God complex through that.
Yeah.
Like,
running on a treadmill for fucking 9 hours.
Yeah.
Psycho.
I think that's pretty much it for this episode, man.
I don't even know what this episode was about.
Just a fucking random things that came to us.
But we started with God, and I think we should end with God. So God bless you all.
You filthy animals.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Welcome to another episode of Pigeon Piss. No, wait, what do we land on?